Hey, Toasty! Toasty! Where have you... Oh. So, wow. You had a good New Year's party, I take it?
What year is it again?
I believe it's 2016.
I swear it was like 1983 just 2 seconds ago.
Well, everybody, welcome to a fantastic brand new year, 2016. Yeah, he's going to be all right, I imagine. Anyway, we've got some great stuff lined up for you today. First interview is with Tom Radcliffe with Animal vs. Vegetable. Hey, do you think you can roll this thing?
Oh, you got
Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. I'm always happy to be here.
It's always good to have you.
Don't get a chance to visit the space station too often, so I appreciate the opportunity.
Well, thanks for some of those science tips on. I'll see if I can apply them to Toasty and get it figured out.
That's good. Yeah. I think probably most of the twitching will go away after a while. Yeah.
You could get him to stop calling George Lucas all the time.
Yeah. Well.
So, what are you here to tell us about today?
This is a film called Animal Vegetable, or maybe Animal versus Vegetable.
Animal versus Vegetable.
And
I'm thinking the vegetables lose.
Well, it's more complicated than that.
Oh,
it's a very deep and subtle film. It is certainly the strangest idea that I think I've worked on. Mm-hmm. We wanted animals versus vegetables, and it was going to be like gangs of animal people and vegetable people fighting each other. So I wound up writing for it and having a small part in it. And we had a couple of people who really were into the sort of confrontational aspect of it, and they were looking for something to be confronted, to fight over. So somehow animals and vegetables came up, and that's what we went with. And they had characteristics of being animal-like and vegetable-like. So my girlfriend Carrie was playing a gorilla in a gorilla mask, and I played some kind of thug with like a leather belt around my head. And the vegetables were carrying, bananas and squashes and grass as their weapons.
Where was it shot?
It was shot under the Burrard Street Bridge, which seems to be where I shoot a lot. That's kind of my happy place.
Your happy place. Yeah. So that's great. Anything that you want to say about the film before we watch it?
No, it was just one of those things. It was really strange. I'm confident in saying that this is a film which I still do not understand and probably never will.
Well, with that, folks, let's have a watch, shall we?
Let's.
Toasty, roll that film.
comes out, two go in, one 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 comes out. Okay, Big Nicky, go in there and stretch your stuff.
How many times do I have to tell you not to call me Nicky? Besides, I was the champion for the last round and they beat me. Find someone else.
Okay, Gardner, you go in there and do some weeding.
Yeah, time for some herbicide.
Yeah! All right, little Nicky, you're my man.
Stop calling me Little Nicky.
Oh, Nicky, why you gotta do me like this?
That's it. I'm out.
All right, taxidermist. Yeah. You think you can skin them and stuff them?
Yeah, I'll get her stuff real good. Make that look good on my wall.
Yeah, you're my man. Why do you even want this place? Ugh. I don't want it. I just didn't want you to have it. We don't want it. Well, then why do you... I smell a rat. And I smell rotten tomatoes.
Vegetable. Mineral.
It's finally here. The show that you've been waiting for. The Vancouver B Movie Factory, where movie-making dreams come true. Check your local listings for airtimes.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. How you feeling, Toast?
I took 2 anti-malware tablets, so they're kind of helping, but it's a long road to recovery.
Indeed. Hey, we got another film to watch with Marilla Gibo called Life is Cheap.
Yeah, really? Man, mine was really expensive.
It was indeed. Hey, you up to rolling this thing?
Well, have the bucket on standby, cause... Okay, and...
Welcome back. Hey, it's Marilla time. Oh, it's nice to have you back on the show. It's such a pleasure every time to see you. Right.
Thank you. Yeah.
You should buy a new shirt one day.
I really should.
Right. So, what are we here to talk about?
My movie called Life is Cheap.
Life is Cheap.
Yes. Life is cheap.
Right. Tell us about that.
Well, okay, I had just seen Mad Max. And in the movie Mad Max, you know how there's those 3 really tough older chicks on their motorbikes, and they got, okay, I really thought, oh my God, I want to roll like that. Like I could so do that, be a really tough chick. And at home I have a leather pilot's cap. And I thought, okay, so I went to the Wednesday meeting, because at Vancouver Movie Factory on Wednesdays, we plan what the movie's going to be about and the location, right? So I go there with this thing in mind. And I know nobody's supposed to come prepared, but I'm like thinking, Mad Max.
Totally have this
I really want to do the like tough chick in Mad Max. And so Jimmy Stewart was there, and he's like, I don't think you want to do this, because like doing fight sequences is really hard. It's really a lot of work and hard on the body. And I'm like, no, I totally want to do this. And so we filmed it underneath the Burrard Bridge. I look really tough. I may look a little bit like a guy, but but I look tough.
A tough guy,
Yeah,
girl.
yeah.
Well, it's a post-apocalyptic future.
Yeah,
Probably looking like a woman's not a really good
Exactly,
thing,
right? Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so you obviously played this person in it.
Yeah.
It was underneath the Broad Street Bridge.
Yep.
Who did the editing? Because we're wondering who did that.
Carlos.
Carlos Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was in it too. He plays one of the evil bad guys that I'm whipping around and throwing, and yeah.
Great.
I beat him. I nail him to the ground.
I'm excited. I want to watch this. Right. Do we want to watch this?
Yes, you do.
This is your Mad Max inspired film underneath the Broad Street Bridge with leather ball cap playing a very tough male woman
Yes.
kind of thing.
I did the costumes too.
From which part you sustained a rather decent injury.
Right. So I hope
Yeah.
everyone appreciates that.
Filmmaking is hard work. Ready? Let's watch the film. Okay, Toasty, roll the Wi-Fi.
Please don't do this, please.
Here's the merchandise you'll like. Don't get too close. You're not part of this. Get out of here.
Oh,
Yeah. Actually, sweetie, you belong to me. Yes. Stop!
I don't think so.
Oh, really?
It's finally here. The show that you've been waiting for. The Vancouver Movie Factory, where movie making dreams come true. Check your local listings for airtimes.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. How you feeling, Toast?
Much better, much better. Yes, 2016, and it's time to P-A-R-T-Y, because I gotta.
And speaking of things, we're going to do a DIY episode next.
Oh, cool. What are you talking about today?
Well, we're going to show you how to get 3 different looks in a single room.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds interesting. And how are you going to do that?
Well, that's what we're going to show you.
Oh, okay. Well, I better cue it up then, hey?
It'd be a good idea.
Alright, DIY, because we gotta.
Hi everybody, welcome to the DIY segment where we're going to talk about the green screen, how to set one up in a very basic, simple way. What we have is, well, a green screen is what you're going to need. Any sort of high-key green will do. It's important that it's not reflective because you don't want the light that you're going to be putting on it casting back onto your talent, which we'll get to in a moment. But a basic setup is essentially what we have here. You have your green screen set up, try and get it as wrinkle-free as possible. You get yourself a couple of lights. What we're using here is 2 soft boxes with a high CRI value, and they're creating a nice even light across the back of this green screen. Now if you have a light meter, a very good thing to do is to use it to test to make sure that it's even across one side to the next. That's going to help your post-production immensely when you're taking that key out. Now you can also use blue, and in both cases you want to make sure that your subject's not wearing green or blue if you're using a blue screen. And that's the basic setup of that, which is quite simple. Now what's really important is when you move up to where you're going to put your subject. Now a simple rule of thumb is that when you've got your lights and whatnot set up, you try and get your subject at least 6 feet away from it, which is here. And now a very good and useful thing to do is that you're going to light your subject separately from your background. And so if you look at the subject, you can get a simple app online called Green Screen. By looking at your green screen, you'll see our subject here in silhouette and our green screen perfectly beautifully illuminated. So Green Screener tells you quite quickly that your subject will be easy to key out, just like this one here. Once you've done that, now you light your subject independent of the background. So I'm going to turn on a couple lights that we have here. Now I'm just using a couple real simple open face 500 watt lights, and now we have our subject lit. You can light it however you want. You want a dramatic lighting, no problem. This is very dramatic, right? Or flatter if you're going for that sort of cable news look. So here's our subject now properly lit, completely separated from the background, giving you an opportunity to key out that green and put our lovely talent into any world that you would like. And that's it. Super simple, really easy, and fun. Now the trick for you, after you've keyed it out, is where are you going to put this crazy looking thing? It could be anywhere. A Martian landscape, a bedroom scene, maybe a circus, who knows. But the thing is, you're free to do whatever you want. So that's it. Next time you want to do something that's a little different, go get yourself some green screen, a few lights, knock yourself out. Until next time, bye-bye.
It's finally here. The show that you've been waiting for. The Vancouver Movie Factory, where movie-making dreams come true. Check your local listings for airtimes.
You know what time it is?
Bedtime?
No, it's movie time, and I'm going to fill this up with some popcorn, and we're going to go check out a film.
Is it a good film?
No,
Is it Complete Pony?
likely,
Why are we doing it?
because we love to.
You're already nauseous.
I brought a bucket,
Okay, well, don't fill it with too much popcorn. You might need to clear some space.
extra butter.
Oh, one of these. How fun.
Oh yes, my favorite type of film, surviving and bringing cash. Very popular subject these days. How to survive in Vancouver.
Splendid nose shot.
So what do you think he's saying?
Right now, I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah, I totally understand that.
What do you think he's saying?
I think he's saying things about stuff. And my God, that's a big river thing cold. I think I'll go this way near the food court. I have no idea.
It's like trying to find a Starbucks in Richmond.
Maybe he thinks that if I only balance and scrape myself across this log the right way,
I guess what he really should be saying, because there seems to be no monologue, of course, is, why am I here? Why was I born? Why am I in this film?
Why did I crash my plane in the forest when the airstrip was right nearby? I have climbed flagpoles in my life, but I've never climbed a root. I'm trying to get to the root of this. And next, I'm a man cold, because I hate being cold. I've ever told you I hate being cold. Sunny shine. And now, I still don't know. I still don't know what he's going on about.
Well, he's supposed to be surviving. It's more like he's hiking, really, but he's not doing it the hard way because he's ignoring the trail and just choosing all of the most awkward parts to...
It's more like he woke up, got dressed, put on his dress shoes, and decided to do an obstacle course in a rainforest.
It would seem. What he really needs is to be chased by Cylons right about now. That would work. Or perhaps a bear?
So if this was you, what would you be thinking at this moment?
I'd be thinking,
Yes, I'd be thinking, as well. Thinking, I hope I don't fall. And, balls. I fell. It's like a deep meditation.
It's balls deep. Those trees are totally emasculating him. Look at that.
There's a pair of big rocks behind him.
That rock's got some stones, man.
What is that, the Dutch angle? Ooh.
What you don't know is that there's actually a 458-foot drop just below him.
I didn't know that.
Heights. Ugh, it's making me nauseous. Ugh, it's doing too much.
Here's an idea. Try the bridge. Try a bridge.
Richard. It's okay. It's okay. I'll be okay.
You sure? You sure?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Wait. Just don't move it. Just in case. No, I'm okay. Thank you.
He is now home.
He found the craft services.
Really good. Hope he brought cash. He's in BC after all. Sound by Thomas Edison's phonograph. Well, Toasty.
Well, it was fun in a not quite all that fun sort of way, but beautiful scenery. Can't fault the scenery. The scenery was, without a doubt, a brilliant actor in this film.
It's finally here. The show that you've been waiting for. The Vancouver B-Movie Factory, where movie-making dreams come true. Check your local listings for airtimes.
Well, there you go, and there you go, another great episode in the can.
Why do we subject ourselves to these films? And just tell me that. Why? Why do we do it, Richard?
We do it for them, our audience. Those people who love us and who watch us and keep us in celluloid tape.
You hate us, don't you? You really hate us.
And speaking of you, hey, if you want to sponsor the show, we'd love it. Hit us up at sponsor us at indieaction.ca. Also, find us at indieaction.ca and on Twitter at indieactiontv.
Yeah.
Happy 2016, everyone. See you next time.
I actually, my stomach is, well, whatever passes for my stomach, really not feeling that good. No, Richard, no, seriously, no.